Nightmare Gizmo here. Rich from Oklahoma. Here is another acquisition that I just picked up. Before I move it, I had to put some new tires and rims on there and some other stuff. Yeah. That's how long it's been sitting out in the field. Or at least the field I got it from. Looks pretty neat. It's all there. That's only just missing a few things. Pretty good shape. It's even got the neat little light thing in the back here. I just found out what it is. I liked it because it just had an old look appeal to it. The steering wheel is pretty cool. As you can see, the interior is gone. No brainer there. Yeah, it's gonna need a lot of work. You know, I did my bass boat before. I'm getting pretty close to having that done, if not done already by the time this video comes out. But this one right here, folks, I believe is a diamond in the rough. This here is a 1961 Glass Magic. I believe the motor is a 1957 Johnson 35 horse. It's a Javelin. Apparently these come in different model. This should be like a chrome or a black. I think someone tried to paint over the chrome, try to give it their own little spiel. But actually I think this is probably supposed to be stainless. I'm pretty sure that'll all clean up. But it has this little control box, like a starter box, right down inside here. That little gizmo right there. And that little gizmo right there. Yeah. So, with the standard ignition system inside of here, of how to start this thing's never going to start like that. So as you can see, I got a lot of work to do. A lot of work. But man, I like the body lines. Oh, we'll have to fill that in. That's a no-go. I saw some pictures and some examples of these, and I gotta tell you, there's not very many. Not very many examples of the boat itself. There's a lot of examples of the motor. It's a pretty neat deal. I gotta tell you folks, it is flipping hot out here. Man, you know what? Look at this. It's got all the trim. All the trim is still there. All the way around it. I found this piece of trim that's missing right here. And I got this guy where I work at. He said he could weld that back together. And I could have all of this back to OE condition when I get done. Isn't that just neat? Yeah. Found it out in the field. I talked to the owner. They said they were tired of it sitting out there. It's been sitting out there from a previous renter. And yeah. She said she wanted it gone. But I had to put some new tires on there. As you saw, the rims are kind of blown out. And yeah, that's what it should look like right here. All the way, real nice. I think someone tried to make some type of a crazy attempt at some kind of weird paint job or something. I don't know. It's definitely got a lot of colors going on. Missing a windshield. Apparently there's supposed to be some type of a windshield up here. It's pretty neat. I've kind of bounced around on here and I kind of looked up inside a little bit. I gotta tell you, It's pretty solid. I think even the gas tank is from back then, back in the 60s. I think. I don't know, I'll have to look it up. I'm going to try to keep the same theme with this boat here. I'm really going to do it up nice. Everything will be original. We got a little, looks like I'm going to need a little repair right there. It's going to need some repair down there. I don't know why they would put that kind of god dang Bondo, whatever crap it is right there. Instead of doing crap right. Makes you wonder what people think sometimes. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fix up the, what do you call it, the trailer and everything. Man, it's just sharp as all could be. Steering wheel still works. Yeah, all that still works. This here is a little bit loose, but everything, you know, everything still works. Everything's here. Couldn't ask for nothing better. Surely not. You couldn't ask for nothing better. Only thing I really see on the boat that's missing, as far as a few trim pieces, I'm missing the little piece that goes, little end thing that goes there, but I'm pretty sure I could find that somewhere, or just make one. I may have to just make it. The good news is I've got one sitting right there on this side, so I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't be all that hard to make a real good example of that, and I can call it good. But yeah, check out the motor here. Remember, guys, I'm not a boat guy. It's all new to me. Check that out. The valves adjustments are, there's no valve cover. It's all on the outside. So me not being a regular old boat guy, obviously it's a little bit of a shocker to me of how all this looks. But I gotta tell you, obviously I didn't get it started, but I did put some WD-40 down the cylinders, and then on the top up here I cranked the motor down real slow by hand. It moved quite freely, no problems. And then I put the juice to the starter, and she spun. And you know what I say to that? If the motor will spin, the motor will run. So I'm kind of lucked out there, I think. But anyway, I just want to give this is going to be my beginning stages. I'm not going to start this project just yet. I got to find out just a little bit more information on it. But I like it. It's kind of neat. One picture I did see was, a good picture was, is that these things were red. Red on top, white on the bottom. So, like I said, I think someone tried to paint it. Maybe it was some wrong kind of paint, because it's not supposed to do that. Been sitting out in the field for, like I said, for 15 plus years. Let me see if I can back up so you can get a real good shot of that. Real good shot. Anyway. Okay, folks. This is Rich from Oklahoma. Nightmare Gizmo. And we're gone. Nightmare Gizmo. Okay, guys. Here's this latest boat I picked up. I'm in the stages of removing all of what was left of the wood of the floor, the what do you call it, the cross braces, the ribs, I guess you can call them, stringers. Yeah, there's nothing left. All the wood is basically gone, just turning to dust. They've been sitting on the field for 10 years plus, and the plug back there was plugged, so anytime it rained, the boat would just, you know, fill up full of water. And it was a crazy deal. So I'm about to go into this next stage here of trying to figure out is how to get to the transom. And as you can see my problem. All the videos I've seen, this area right here, all of this is wide open. The transom you can just cut out from either the outside or from the inside. But when they made this boat, it is not, or it was probably a two-part boat to begin with. But here, if I can flip this thing around, it is not a two-part boat now. So apparently, I can't even take the flipping top off to even get to the transom without making like my own cuts and cut the top off and then have to reassemble it. No, that's not going to work. So I'm trying to come up with an idea of how to maybe take and cut this out right here, all up in here, come across, and then on the inside is cut it out from the inside and not mess with the integrity of the outside. Yeah, so now you see my dilemma. Because the outside of the boat, to be honest, is really not that bad a shape. Right now it's all kind of moldy and blah, blah, blah. But really I just need to get to the transom part of it so I can cut it out. And I'm going to make an attempt today of cutting the transom out from basically from the inside only. I have a thing over there called an exhaust cutter, or I give it a nickname called a whiz wheel. And but man, it makes a lot of dang dust. And I may have to use it in some spots back there and underneath there. I may have to. But I went and bought this nifty little saw, air saw. And I think that's going to be a good attribute as far as trying to get in there. Because I'm also trying to save what's left of the transom. So that way, you know, I can cut out a new one by using its profile. I know that the transom is rotten because, one, I have an actual break right here, and yeah, guess what? That's hollow. There ain't nothing left. So anyway, but as you can see, I'm up for the challenge though. I really am. And if anyone's got any suggestions of, you know, how to put this back together and all that, or even ideas of even what to do with this area, I don't know. Throw me some suggestions and all that. Oh, and if I didn't say, this is a 1961 Glass Magic. I think they call it a Cougar model. I've only found one other example on YouTube, and even then, that guy wasn't even displaying his boat. It was just with a bunch of other boats out on some lake. Wasn't even part of the description because I almost bet you they didn't know what the heck it was. But anyway, quick update.